Capital XTRA, what's good? Robert Bruce in the building. And you know I got to bring my favourite artist into the building as well. My mum's favourite artist. She's been so gassed this whole week when she's known I'm going to be doing this interview. We've got some awards in the building. There's a Grammy in there, BET, Soul Train, just to name a few. There's a double platinum self-titled debut album in the building as well. It's LMA, everybody.
Oh, I always love your introductions. Thank you. And tell your mum I said hi.
I will do. She was actually gassed. I think your tune with Mahalia, that's like her favourite song of all time. She's like, LMA, yes, that's the true.
Hi, mum. Hi.
What's going on anyway? How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm just excited for this album, heart on my sleeve. I'm just so excited.
It's go time again, man.
It is.
I feel like so much has happened in the time since I last spoke to you. We were trying to work it out. It's been over 2 years.
Yes.
2 coming up to 3 years. What's been happening in that time?
I mean, just honestly, I've literally just been recording the whole pandemic. I was recording. I came off tour in January 2020, a couple months before lockdown happened. And 2020 was always going to be a year of recording for me anyway. So it worked out quite well in that sense. But because of the pandemic, it was very stop-start for me. Because stuff was open, then stuff was closed, and stuff was open. So I was finding it really hard to find a rhythm to just be like, all right, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to sound like? It was quite hard. But once I found that, and honestly, I didn't find it until 2021. I would be on. Yeah, it was a lot of figuring out. But once I found it, it was so fun. I've just had a lot of fun, and then now we're here, yeah.
And now we're here. We're going to talk about the album process as well. I wanted to know, how's your pace of life? You spend more time in America now, right?
Yes, I do.
How do you find the pace of life there compared to the UK?
It depends on where in America you are.
Okay.
So I feel like New York is very similar paced to London. Everyone's walking, everyone's no one's paying attention to each other. Everyone's just got somewhere to go. But in LA, it's very, it's chilled. The sun's out. Everyone's driving around and just taking it easy, even though they're still getting stuff done. Or then you'll go to Atlanta and it's kind of in the middle. It's fast paced, but it's also slow paced at the same time. So I think it just depends on where you are.
Where do you spend most of your time?
I spend most of my time in LA, yeah.
In LA,
yeah.
Okay.
So I like it's weird though, because I'm obviously I'm a city girl. So I'm a city girl in both ways.
Yeah.
I'm a city girl. Like JT and Carisha, and I'm a city girl, and I was obviously born in London, and I also spent time in New York, so I like the hustle and bustle of stuff. But sometimes the calmness is nice and just to relax. Yeah.
I've never been to LA, but people always tell me it's everything's far apart. You got to drive it. Is that the sort of vibe?
There's Uber and stuff now, so you're fine with getting around. But if you don't have a car, you can't walk anywhere. Public transportation is very, very unreliable. So yeah, everything is quite far. There's just a lot of space. Mm-hmm. There's the highways are 6 lanes on each side, motorway. Sorry. It's just a lot. Yeah, it's just a lot of space.
Okay, it's been a long time since Boo'd Up happened. Does it feel long, or does it feel like it was just the other day?
In one breath, it feels like it was just the other day, and in one breath, it feels like it was ages ago. Because I was thinking about it the other day, and the original, when it first came out, was 2017. So we're in 2022. That's 5 years.
Yeah.
And then when it started to pick up the year after, that's 4 years. So technically, that's quite a long time ago.
It is a long time.
Yeah. And my debut album is 4 years old this year in October. So it's just, time has just been flying. But I do feel like the pandemic almost cancelled out 2 years. It's just where did time go? But yeah, it feels like yesterday, but it also feels like
I promise you, this pandemic has aged me. I'm claiming 25. Them 2 years do not count at all. Speaking of 5 years, though, I think the first time you came for an interview, we had a little bit of a conversation.
I remember.
You remember? I've got something to play for you.
Mm-hmm.
Put your headphones on for me, please.
Okay.
All right. Have a listen to this. I've got a bone to pick with her, though.
What is it?
We're saying 5 years in a relationship. Is that too long before you get the ring?
I don't think it's too long before. All relationships are different, so depending on the circumstance.
Okay.
But 5 years is a long time. So
you know what? People could be in different spaces in life. You never know.
I mean, yeah, true, but 5 years is a long time.
All right, cool. Well, it took me 4 years and 11 months.
Well, look at that.
Subconsciously, you must have got it into my head.
Congratulations, you did the right thing.
Thank you very much. What are you saying? We're still sticking by it? 5 years, too long.
Do you know what? No, like I said then also, it depends on your situation, where you guys are in life, like what, I feel like every relationship is so different. You can't put a time limit on anything, because what works for one person might not work for a different person. So just do whatever you feel is best.
Yeah, I like that one. The album is out this week.
Yes.
And I'm super excited, man. And one thing we learned about you in the sort of time since I spoke to you last, LMA likes to party.
Oh Lord, this is just
This
the topic of
one's coming up.
conversation, Like, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
You know exactly what I'm going to say. Cardi B's party, LMA living her best life.
I was living my best life. I can't lie to you.
Talk to me about that day. I got something to do with you after.
Okay. So I'll set it up. I knew I was going, obviously, and it was like a dancehall reggae bashment type of vibe. They wanted everyone to dress like the dress code, and I was like, I don't know if I didn't have time to go and get something, and I was like, I don't know if I have something like super dancehall bashment, because on like a typical day I don't wear like shorts or whatever else, but I had this little 2-piece that matched, and it had like flowers on it. It was a little bit colourful, so I was like, I think we could go with this. Yeah. So I was like, cool. All of my friends, we met up, we got a car, got there, it was rammed. Like, obviously everyone's gonna want to be at Cardi's party. But the vibes, everyone was just there. You know, like when you go somewhere and everyone's just there to have a good time. There was no issues. Everyone was just having a good time, listening to the music. The DJ was fire. Like, and there's not a lot of Caribbean influence in LA. Like, there's not a lot of Caribbean people. No, that's more so on the East Coast of America. The West Coast is more so, in LA, to be specific, it's like a lot of South American culture. So Mexican people or that type of thing. So it was like, they don't really see parties like that in LA.
All right.
But obviously, me being from London and also spending time in New York, I know what those parties are about. So I had no intention of being on the internet the next day. I promise you, I had no intention of being on the internet the next day. But I was just having a good time. And I was enjoying the music. And then I woke up the next day and
you're everywhere.
Everywhere. And I was just like, guys, why? Like, it's not that big of a deal. I wasn't even, like, everyone's like, she was giving a serious one. I'm like, no, it was actually very, very regular.
Oh,
like,
you're saying it's just a mediocre one?
I feel like the angle made it seem like it was way better than it actually was. Like, I was like, you guys are giving me too much credit. But it was a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun, yeah.
It got me thinking, if LMA was to throw a party, what would it be like? So I wanted to ask you these questions.
Yeah.
All right. If Ella was to throw a party, what is the theme?
What is the theme if I throw a party? I might have to do a dance hall. I might have to copy Cardi, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. 5 celebrity guests on your guest list. First ones that come to mind. Who do you want to party with?
City Girls, for sure. Geesh. I'll do all females. City Girls. Oh, Jesus.
First 5, just whoever pops to mind. Could be for any reason. City
Girls are the only people I can think of right now. And I don't know why. I'll bring Latto.
Okay.
We were at the Cardi B party together. She was fun to party with. I'll bring Little Sims.
Okay.
I bring... Oh, wait, not all females. I have to bring Silk Sonic.
Okay,
Have to bring Silk Sonic. At a dancehall party, that would be fire. And dun dun dun.
Last one.
Who else can I bring? Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama?
Yeah.
To the turn up?
I got to bring Michelle Obama to the turn up. Yeah, why not?
That is an interesting list. I was not expecting that at all.
Don't you think that would be fire?
Yeah, I think she could come and do a 2-step.
Yeah, a little 2-step.
What's everyone drinking at your party? One drink?
Tequila.
Yeah. Straight shots the whole night.
Yeah, on ice. You need to make sure, or chilled, you got to make sure it's cold.
Okay,
tequila.
Cool. Last couple. Who is headlining your party? Who's the special guest? Who's getting everyone gassed?
If we're doing a dance hall party, Spice has to be...
Spice.
Spice has to headline.
Yeah, she's turning that place
She has to.
up.
She was at Cardi's party, actually. And then maybe we could get Vibes Cartel, like a Zoom from Vibes Cartel.
That's what they say, quick day release. All right, quick answers for these ones, yeah?
I'm really terrible at this.
Don't worry, you're going to be good.
Okay.
The music, what's the party starter? What song's the DJ dropping for the party starter?
Ramping Chart.
Rampage. Ooh, party guy did it hard from early.
This is terrible. I'm not doing myself any favours.
All right, then, cool. The part when the party just goes crazy, drinks are getting thrown everywhere. What song is playing?
Good As For Them by Tony Matterhorn.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Slow jam. Every man grab a girl, every girl grab a man. What's the song?
Oh, Whine Slow by Egyptian.
Is it? Hey, this party's
It's lit. I actually want to go now.
Yeah. And your last question, what are we eating after? Where are we going? What's the spot? You know that after party, I need to get something in my belly sort of food.
My grandma's going to have to cook.
She's going to cook?
Yeah.
She's catering for the whole party?
Yeah, she's going to have to cook
It
some ackee and
nice,
saltfish, dumpling, all of that. Yeah. yes.
Now your party's sick. You got to throw that now, you know.
I know. Now there's pressure. I'm like, all right, my birthday's in November. I've got some time. Let me plan something.
We're going to talk about the album just around the corner as well. But DFMU,
Yes.
Talk to me about this song. What does this song represent on the album?
Oh, well, it's the very middle of the album.
Yeah.
And it being out already, it's not like, I feel like DFMU is quite slow.
Okay.
But it's a serious record.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I'm in my feelings again, as I love to be, clearly. And I'm like in this space where I'm clearly, like in a situation that I'm either, like, this can go left, like you might actually ruin this, but it could also, like it's like a glass half full, half empty type of vibe. But it definitely, I think it sets the tone, and like I said, it's quite slow. And the middle of the album, where building around it from the stuff that's before and the stuff that's after, is quite different. So
Okay.
I felt like we had to come to like a middle ground, really, and just kind of, reset, think about what we're doing. Am I doing this? Am I not doing this? Am I going to sink? Am I going to swim? No pun intended, because there's a song called Sink or Swim. And just really it was really me talking to myself, but also talking to like somebody who I'm in a situation with. So I think that answers your question. I'm not sure.
Let's talk all things heart on my sleeve. It's 6 years since Time and Change, coming up to 4
Yes.
since LMA. And it got me actually thinking, like, you was a bit young when those EPs were coming out.
I was young.
Yeah,
I was when I recorded my EPs, I was like 20, 21. I'm 27 now, Rob.
Yeah. Don't worry. 30 soon come. 30's the new 20 though.
But yeah, I've heard everyone says your 30s are like your 20s, but just way more lit.
I personally think that is as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
not
going
scared
for.
of it. I'm actually quite excited for it.
No way.
But 27, when I think about it, like we just said, and I was 20, 21 releasing EPs, like time flies. But I'm actually really, really proud of the woman that I'm becoming. So yeah, I
And
can't
so you
complain.
should be.
Thank
So
you,
you
thank
should
you,
be.
thank you.
Talk to me about this album. How long did it take to do? What were the emotions going into it? Your favorite memories, everything.
Oh, do you know what? It took, I would say, start to finish, 2 years.
Okay.
Like 2 years start to finish. It definitely did take a little while, but I definitely wanted to just give it my all. Like for me, I'm a person of quality rather than quantity. So I know I've been away for a while, but I wanted to be able to come back and put out something that, I'm really proud of, and I feel like I did my best on, and I worked really hard on like vocal production and like trying to challenge myself and explore my range a little bit more, and worked really hard on background vocals, because I think those are so important in R&B, especially the R&B that like we grew up on. Backing vocals are 100%. Almost everything. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely wanted to just try my best to also express myself and like be sure of what I wanted to say and what I wanted people to take from the album in their own world, but to kind of give them a little bit more of myself, because I know I don't really give people a lot. So I think this is definitely more of a look into who I am as a person. Yeah.
That is nice. You know, when artists take a long break, it means the checks are rolling in. Everything's good over them sides. No, you've earned the right, man.
Thank you.
How was it different approaching this one compared to the first one?
Yeah, I think just like we were just saying, I'm 27 now. When I released my debut album, I was 23. Like those years, I like as a woman especially, I feel like 23, 24, 25, you hit like a certain point where you just start having realizations, I feel like, about like how you want to live life and what you will take and what you won't take in every aspect. I think that's friendships, I think that's relationships, I think that's family sometimes, like, do you know what I mean? So I think I'm just a very, not different person, but just a more mature version of myself. And I have a lot more to say, and I know how I want to say it, as opposed to the debut where I was like figuring it out.
Okay. Now, I'm super gassed to taking this album in full. I feel like it's going to be iconic, even from the way that you're speaking about it.
I hope so. What if I'm doing all of this talking and everyone's like, oh, no.
Nah, it can never be.
No,
it can never be. It can never be.
I'm really excited about it, and I think you're going to love it, because I know you appreciate R&B a lot.
100%. 100%. I'm going to have it on repeat. I can.
Thank you.
You've given us Leave You Alone as well. Talk to me about the song and talk to me about what makes you act a fool for someone else.
Oh, Lord. Listen, I might even get in trouble for saying this, but that song is about Harmony. Harmony Samuels produced that song. We went in the studio and this was like because obviously Harmony's from England, and I wrote it with Varun Wade again from England, who I love to write with. And we went in the studio and I don't even remember if it was before we played the beat. No, we might have played the beat and I was like, this is like a little bit sexy. This is like, and then, I can't remember what happened. Someone must have said something about like a situationship. And Harmony was like, oh, you know when you just get that text that you know you're not supposed to reply to? And I was like, there we have it. This is it. And then Harmony's probably going to call me like, why would you do that? But this was a long time ago. Like I said, this album is 2 years in the making. So this is a while ago, not trying to get him in trouble in any situations that he's in. But it was just a really fun record to make. It was really, really, really fun. And, you know, we've all been there. We've all been there and replied to a text that we know we shouldn't have, and been in a situation that we know we shouldn't have. So what makes me act a fool for someone? I think reciprocated energy.
Really?
Yeah, I think reciprocated energy is so important. Like if you're matching my energy and exactly what I'm giving to you, you're giving back to me in whatever way that is. I know everybody has different love languages.
That's the one.
I might act a fool. I might.
Oh, wicked, man. Thank you very much for coming through. It's always nice when you pass through.
Thank you for having me.
Album is out Friday midnight, Thursday midnight for us.
Yes.
The
Go
midnight
get it.
is
Heart
out,
on my
man.
sleeve, May 6th.